out of the closet again. And once I was given the massive privilege to be able to exit corporate life, that two-headed, spear really fucking changed things for me. And for the first time in my life for the past couple of years, right, even though things have been, very challenging and difficult in places, and I'm not cured of my depression or my anxiety or my body dysmorphia or my disordered eating history or any of that nonsense, that, for the first time in my life, I have stopped actively thinking about unaliving myself on a regular basis, which is huge, So I just do not understand, and maybe it's because those people did not so viciously wish to unalive themselves during those periods of their life, but for me, it is intrinsically inseparable from those times in my life, right? So, not to be, a bummer or anything. I'm so glad I don't have any social media, so none of my childhood buddies can find me. Some of them were good folks, but I'd rather not sleep on a bed of nails. But I'd rather sleep on a bed of nails than relive memories of my childhood with people who were there to witness it as it happened. I'm glad you're still here. I'm so glad you're still here. I'm glad to be here, homies. Right, somebody had to sweep him up. Dust in the wind, please. Mr. Inhumane when he was 34 and you were 22. Yeah, good thing you saved him from crust de la dust, Hell yeah, babe. My retirement plan was drinking and doing drugs till I dropped. Then I turned 21 and I was like, God damn, this takes forever. Fuck it, no more. Lou, I'm very glad. The only thing holding me together at this point is duct tape and bubble gum, but Sarah has to chew the gum because my old jaw can't handle it. Please. Listen, she can work that jaw, right? Hey, hey. It is huge. No, I'm proud, Fuge. We made big progress. You can live a long time just taking it day by day. When I was an addict, I didn't have the unaliving thoughts, but I was intentionally reckless, and absolutely it's a form of self-harm. 100%. 100%. My eating is still hella disordered, but I come by it honestly and with my ADHD, and it's still working on it actively. Oh, I still have tons of issues, right? But the big difference is that I don't act on the thoughts that I have, right? And that I talk about them with Mark, and that when I get called out for when I'm withholding or doing any of these other things, that my partner is great in that he won't let me get to the place where I need to go inpatient again. The last time I got into the danger zone, he was basically like, hey, homie, I know you really don't want to go inpatient, but that's what we're going to have to do if we can't figure it out. And luckily enough, I obviously figured it out. But, it's tough. I didn't start wearing seatbelts into my 30s. I literally forgot that food exists. Oh, listen, it's a whole different vibe now where it's like, I'll forget, we talk about it a lot here, right? Where we're like, make sure you feed the flesh palace. And it's a lot, more unintentional. I definitely have always had a different flavor of struggle, being, typically in a larger body unless I'm legitimately doing harmful shit to myself. I have never existed in a smaller body unless I was actively harming myself to do it, right? Which is frustrating, but, c'est la vie. But yeah, it's definitely something that in a lot of ways I'm still working on it, but I don't do a lot of, I have not actively self-harmed. God, it's been a really long time now. In a long time, over 10 years actually. I hadn't stopped to count. That actually feels good, man. But yeah, it can be, and I don't want to say too much because I absolutely don't want to trigger anybody else in the community, because I know that I am not the only one who has struggled with disordered eating here.
I'm proud of you. You know that.
But
I
yeah,
hope you do.
it's one of those things where, you know, it's wild. The only time I experienced being in a significantly larger body was when I was pregnant. And it was a very interesting experience, right? And I'm sure you know, Kristen, right? But like, even that is different. Because when you're pregnant, you know, it has definitely a different social connotation than when you're fat. When I was a party monster, I dropped literally 110 pounds over 4 years and got more compliments than ever. Woof. I understand. When I relapsed at my adult LW, literally